Good morning, students. Sairam. I hope you all are doing well. So, students, today we are discussing chapter number 6, which is staffing, part 2. In first part, we have already done what is staffing, what is recruitment, what is selection, what are the process of staffing. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn about the elements of staffing. The elements of staffing are recruitment, selection, and third one is training and development. So we are going to start with recruitment. As I said earlier in my previous video, what is recruitment? Recruitment means to invite people, invite applicants to apply for the job in an organization. And who give recruitment? Who provide the facility of recruitment? Who recruit? The employer, the organization, HR department. The role of HR department here is to invite application, give advertisement on newspaper, through emails, through many consultancy agencies, through factory gate. There are many sources from which an employer recruit the employees to work on a particular job, because we are studying what is staffing. Staffing means to putting a right person on a right place. Right person means a person who is having all the qualities, all the qualification which is required on the particular place or a vacant job place. Okay, so for the selection of the applicant, first step is to recruit, means invite people that come and join our company, give it advertisement and come and join our company. We are having a vacancy, through television, through any media, through any source. Okay, so what is the definition of recruitment, or what is the meaning of recruitment? It is the process of finding, hiring suitable candidates. Suitable means qualified, well trained, well qualified personnel. Okay, from within an internal or external of an organization. Look student, recruitment is also from internal or also from external. Means we recruit applicants from outside as well as from inside of an organization. Okay, this process involves searching, sourcing, selecting right candidate for the role of the organization. What is its means find out, search out and select the right personnel for the right job or for the right place. Now, as I said, we recruit people from inside an organization or as well from the outside of an organization. So, according to this, the sources of recruitment are divided into two parts through two sources. First source is internal source and second source is external source. Internal source through transfer, through promotion, and external source through recruitment at factory gate, casual caller, advertisement, employment agency, management consultancy, educational institutions, recommendations, labor contractor and telecasting. So let's start with the internal source. Now, internal source means when we recruit an employee within a organization. It may be through the transfer or through promotion, or it also may be through demotion. Okay, so transfer means transfer of a person, of a organization from one company to another company, from one branch to another branch, from one place to another place, but at a same level of designation. Let's take an example. If the accountant of a company is transferred to the another division of the same company, to the another division, so but at a same place or same designation means he also joined there at a as a accountant, then we can say that it is a transfer. Transfer means to transferring or putting up that person on another department but at a same level, same uh, designation. Now second one is promotion. Here promotion means to promote. Promote means give promotion to a person to a higher job, to a higher vacancy, okay, to a higher designation. Like if assistant manager promote at the position of manager, then its designation has changed na, so he transferred to a higher position, higher designation, so this is called promotion. This all these 2 points fill the requirement of recruitment, okay, within a company. So that's why we can say that it is a internal source. Now let's discuss the external sources. The first external sources is recruitment at factory gate. Now recruitment at factory gate means when any member of a company or a HR department or a employer pastes a notice on a factory gate that we are having a vacancy, please come and join our organization. This is known as recruitment at a factory gate. Second one is casual collar. Casual collar means there are many unemployed, or we can say that many applicants who roam from one company to another company and submit their CVV, or we can say that their resume to a company. Okay, so by this process companies are having many resumes or biodatas of different peoples, so they make a file of that uh, that employees, that applicants, and then if they want if they are having a vacancy, then they call from these resume file. Okay, so they casually call that person and invite them to come and join their company. So this is known as casual caller. Next one is advertisement. Advertisement means give advertisement in an on any TV, through any media, like uh, through a television, through radio, that we are having a vacancy, come and join our company. Okay, next one is employment agencies. There are many employment exchange, or we can say agencies, which are run by the government. People the person or the unemployed person or any applicants, they um, registered themselves in that employment agency, and these employment agencies are having direct contact with the companies. Then when a company need applicants, need a person, then they contact to these employment agencies, and these employment agencies passes this message to the unemployed persons. So through this the company also hire employees. Next one is management consultancy. Management consultancy is also same like the employment exchange, but employment exchange is run by the government and management consultancies are run by the private owners. but the process is same. Okay, next one is educational institutions. As you see, there are many courses, the people or the student join colleges, and after completing their courses from there many companies or or we can say campus recruitment facilities also available on in their educational institution, through which they get their job. Like from let's we take an example of MBA college. If the person is doing MBA in any educational institution, then many companies are connected with that education institution, and they come and directly recruit the student from their colleges, and this is also known as campus recruitment. Next one is recommendation. Recommendation means like if an employee already having the already exist in an organization, and that person recommend in his organization that I am having a contact with a competent personnel, let's invite him and take their interview. If we think that he is suitable for this job, then we select him. So this is called recommendation. Means if the existing employee recommend that any person give reference of any person to join his company, that it is known as recommendation. Next one is labor contractor. Labor contractor is basically is for laborers. Laborers are contract with their contractors, and contractors if there is a need in any organization of labor like 50 laborers, then he directly contact to the labor, and labor contractor give the 50 labor 100 labor to that working area. Okay, so it is known as labor contractor. Last is telecasting. Telecasting is also known as through television, or basically it is for like let's take an example, indeed.com. There are many sites which are available for recruitment like naukri.com, indeed, quicker job. There are many sites through which an employer recruit any employee, competent personnel or competent employee. Understood? This is very important. Okay, if any doubt you can also ask me. Okay, now let's discuss again what is internal source. Internal source means this involves recruiting candidate within an organization to fill the vacancy within an organization. Unlike internal sources, companies fill the position through reference of internal employees or current employees, promotion to higher positions. Okay, class. Next one is, now if we recruit internally through through the organization or within an organization, then there are many advantages and as well as there are many disadvantages of this procedure. For first we discuss the advantage of internal recruitment. Now that there are 6 advantages of internal recruitment if we recruit a person from an organization. Number 1 is no cost and less time consuming. We do not need to invest to spend money on the interviews for calling a person, so it reduces the cost, and it also is very time saving process. Okay, so the first advantage is it is no cost required there and less time consuming. Next one is no need of training. A person who is already do their job in that organization, and if we transfer that person to the another company, another department or another division, or if we promote a person to the higher position, then he do not need any require any training or any orientation, because he is already get trained in that company, because he is doing work at that company from very longer period of time. Now next one is building a strong relationship with employees. If we recruit internally, then their relationship is also already built. Okay, so the good relationship with employees is also built there. Next one is motivates other of hard work to get higher position. If we promote anybody to the higher position, if sets an example, it motivate others to do hard work. Okay. Next one is easy to pick the best talent within an organization very quickly. Means it is a very quickly, as I said, no cost, less time consuming. Very quickly we can pick the best alternative within an organization. Next one is long stay with company when promoted to higher position. Means the employees turnover here is decreasing. Means the person, if we promote person from company, then uh, um, he exists there for a long period of time. Means his long stay is confirmed with the company. Okay class. Now as I said, there are many disadvantages of internal recruitment. As number one is the position of person who is promoted will be vacant. If we promote anybody to the higher position, then his place, his previous place is also vacant, so we need to fulfill that place na. So this is also an disadvantage of internal recruitment. Now next one is there may be a partially in promoting employees. Means the chances of partiality maybe arises during selecting or during promoting an employee within an organization. Okay. Next one is this is also a disadvantage. Now next one is no new opportunities for external candidates. Look students, if new generation comes, they if they join our company, then they brings their new idea, new innovative techniques, new innovative or creativity. So it also stop all these opportunities. Means no new opportunities for external candidates. Okay. Now next one is dissatisfied employee with quit if his co-worker is promoted to higher position. Means it also may arises the condition of conflict among the employees. Okay, due to jealousy we can say. Okay student, done. Now what is external source? I hope you all have understood the internal sources, its advantage and its disadvantage. Now we are going to start external sources. As I said, external sources means this involves recruiting a candidate through reference networks, job portals, or they may be approach recruitment agencies in order to compete with the other companies and increases their standard. Employees hunt for the best talent working for the top companies. Means external resources means to hunt the best talent from the outside the company and recruit in our company. Okay. Now external recruitment are also having some advantages and some disadvantages. First advantage is create new opportunity for external employees. Means it give the opportunity to work for the new talent, for the external employees who are still unemployed. Okay. Second one is best candidate can be placed for the role. Means at that person best personnel we can placed. Next is cost of employee can be minimized. Cost of employee means if anybody is working in a company and at the higher salary, if at that place we recruit from the outside a new talent came there at that place, then or if he's a fresher, then a company offer a less salary and he already agrees to work at that salary because he is new. and he also need a experience, so it also increases the cost of an employee. Now sorry, decreases the cost of employee. Next one is increasing the in the selection ratio, means it increases the selection ratio of a company. Next one is there is less chance of partiality. There, if we recruit employee outside the company, then the chances of partiality is decreased. Now next one is ununiqueness in employees work for different company can take the current company to extra mile. Means ununiqueness means if we recruit employees from outside the company, then we hunt the best talent, and that person bring with a extra energy, extra motivation, extra knowledge, updated knowledge with his creativity, that this also benefits the company. Okay, next one is able to recruit the skill it's needed. We are able to recruit the person which is skilled, which is highly skilled, or which we need. Okay, now disadvantage of external recruitment. Their disadvantages are, number one is cost of hire is high. If we recruit, that this process is very long. We invite people, we give advertisement, we invest money there, so it is very costly process. Okay, next one is external process is more time consuming as compared to the internal process. If we recruit internally, then it is very quick and no cost and saves time. But if we recruit from the outside of a company, means externally, then it also consuming time. Okay, now next is sourcing quality candidate become difficult for the company. Sourcing quality candidate means if we recruit within a company, we select the best and it is very easy to select. But if we select from the outside of a company, we have to take many interviews, then we it is a very hectic process, then we select a best, then it is also become a very difficult to get the good quality person which is needed for that particular place. Now next is internal recruitment lack head hunting skill, means less reference and network. They may have to approach recruitment agencies to hire the people. Means now in next point, internal recruiters means employers, maybe they are having a uh, lack reference or lack network. So if they have the approach to the, if they have the contact with the some limited recruitment agencies to hire the people, then it may be is a disadvantage, because there are many peoples, or there are many competent employees who are not get registered under these recruitment agencies, so it may be a lack of quality which they wants to which they need. So for internal recruitment, for internal recruiters, they are also having a lack of quality person due to the lack of contact with the recruitment agencies. I hope you all have understand the chapter staffing and its parts recruitment. In the next video, we are going to finish our chapter, and we will learn about the next step, which is selection and training and development. Okay class, thank you. Sai Ram.